Hey everybody, it's Paige Evans. Thanks so much for joining me today for a new process video creating this rainbow wreath layout that I made for National Scrapbook Day at scrapbook.com with my Wonders collection. So I wanted to create dainty leaves, so I designed them, and then I wanted to cut a whole bunch at once. So what I did was opened up Silhouette Studio, I opened up my Dainty Leaves cut file, and then I wanted to fit as many as I could onto a single pass as possible, and so I squished them together as best as I could, rotated this one here, just nudging them as close as I can together without having any of the leaves touching. And then I turned on the grid, so I clicked on the show grid, and it looks like it takes up a 4 by 6 inch rectangle. So I'm selecting all of the leaves, right click and group, right click copy, right click paste, and then putting it into another section, another 4 by 6 section. Then I can select both of those groups. Hold on, nudging it over just a tiny bit to make sure it fits in that space. And then selecting both of those, right click copy, right click paste, and now I've got 4 and there's enough for 2 more. So all in all, there's going to be 6 4 by 6 inch sections filled with these dainty leaves. I'm going to send and change it to a ratchet blade, but before I actually click send, I need to get my pattern papers cut to 4 by 6. So I pulled a rainbow of pattern papers from Wonders and trimmed them into 4 by 6 inch rectangles, and I created, I think, 18 in the rainbow of colors. So I'll show you all of the pattern papers that I selected. I actually didn't end up using that middle yellow one, so there were a total of 18. And this is pretty much a brand new sticky mat from Silhouette, so these papers weren't going anywhere. I can cut 6 at a time, so back in Silhouette Studio, I click on send, and it says it takes 15 minutes to cut. Down there you can see, but I think it only took about 5 minutes or so for the Silhouette Cameo to cut out all of these. And if you purchase the cut file, it includes the SVG, so you can cut these same dainty leaves with your Cricut or Brother or other electronic die cutting machine. That's what the SVG file is for. And I have both a Silhouette and a Cricut, so pros and cons for each of them. Since my mat is brand new, I had to be ultra careful peeling these off because they're intricate, and some of them did tear, but I don't think you notice in the end. So I've got 6 cut so far. I have 12 to go, and so I spent some time adding the papers and having the machine do all the hard work. I didn't have to do much. The machine cut all these out, so this is what they look like. I grabbed a pink solid paper from my project pad found at Joann's and trimmed off that tearaway strip at the top. I grabbed a plate, I think it's about 5 inches across, and traced it with a pencil slightly off center so you can see it's more towards the left. And then I wanted to see if this rainbow wreath idea that I had in my head would actually turn out the way I envisioned, and so I quickly placed all of these leaves around the traced circle so that I could see what it looked like, see if I wanted to continue. And so quickly placed them, did not glue anything down yet because I knew I wanted to do mixed media on the background first. So just clustering them together in basically rainbow order. Looks good. So now I am going to do some mixed media. I don't know if it counts as mixed media because I'm only using one medium, but I've got my jar of water. I've got white acrylic paint, so I'm going to add water to the acrylic paint to make it more splashable. And then I'm grabbing a toothbrush and focusing the fine mist splatters around the drawn circle, and then I'll work my way outwards and have less mist around the edges of the background. Once I liked the way the mist looked, I grabbed a regular paintbrush and splashed even more, and this creates larger droplets of white acrylic paint. I used a hair dryer to speed up the drying process, and then I spent a fair amount of time, I'd say about a half hour, gluing all of the individual dainty leaves in place. So I clustered them together by color, layered them over each other, and then just worked my way around the wreath, adhering all of them in place. Here's about halfway. I'm using liquid glue Sticky Thumb by American Crafts. It dries quickly, which I like because I want things to dry as quickly as possible so they don't go anywhere. I'm attaching the last set of leaves now. And you can see some of the little pieces tore off there on the left, and that's okay. I really don't think you can tell. You get the overall rainbow wreath design. There are some pieces hanging off over the edges, so I'm flipping the layout over and trimming off any excess that I can with these scissors. And because I didn't add adhesive to the entire leaf, I only added adhesive on the bottoms so that the leaves could lift and bend and create a lot of dimension. So just trimmed off anything that was hanging over. And then I printed these 2 photos of Jane with flowers, and coincidentally this "Oh Happy Day" puffy phrase saying was in yellow, orange, pink order, which is exactly how these leaves were placed, so it was serendipitous. So the title is "Oh Happy Day." And then I was just auditioning, as my friend Missy Whidden likes to say, auditioning embellishments and stickers and other things tone on tone, and I kind of overdid it, so I don't end up using a lot of the things that you see me sticking down right now, but it's just all part of the process, trying to figure out what you want and what is too much. And so I have grabbed the cardstock stickers, the chipboard stickers. There's an 8-page sticker book with a variety of types of stickers such as transparency and cardstock and an alphabet and some with foil. And I'm placing them tone on tone, so the blue bird chipboard sticker is in the blue section, that yellow flower is in the yellow section, pink embellishments in the pink section. So if you like the way these embellishments look, I encourage you to add them all. However, I did end up taking off all of the transparency flower stickers and a lot of these die cuts. I just thought it was too much. I really wanted the rainbow wreath to be the star of the show. So I took off that Wonders sticker, I took off those transparency flower stickers, and I am not going to use that butterfly or that pink floral die cut under the photos. So I bent up the photo corners to create some more dimension and interest. I'm grabbing this pink journaling spot from the ephemera die cuts and tucking it under this cluster here, and then going to finish by writing my journaling with a blue pen, and then I'll use that same blue pen as ink to ink up a roller date stamp and then stamp the date below. That's the final step. I'll show you that right now. I'm getting ahead of myself. So here we go, inking up the stamp. This was taken not that long ago, and stamp the date. That, my friends, is the finished layout. I hope you are inspired to pick up my Wonders collection from scrapbook.com and try my Dainty Leaves cut file, which you can find in Etsy and Silhouette, and I will leave links. Thanks so much for watching. Have an awesome day.